Hey guys, it's me Chandragan. Today I want to share with you an advanced guide about Kazuha. Actually not advanced, it's like more detailed guide about Kazuha. Whether which one we should want to focus in, like Anemo damage bonus, like you want to focus in the elemental mastery crit rate damage, which one you should focus. Especially when you want to choose your roles about DPS, full support or sub DPS, something like that. It will give you a variation of option for your artifact. So it may confuse for some of people because I seen couple in the kinda forum and stuff like which one should I put, like in the goblet, animal damage bonus or elemental mastery, or should I put the circlet critical rate damage. So it some of the people become very confused. In here I will try to explain as simple as I can, and I will not kinda put in the kind of calculation mathematical stuff. I will try to put in the human words that make you understand. So let's start with the first is elemental mastery. So yeah, elemental mastery is technically your attack of your elemental reaction. So the more elemental mastery you have, the elemental reaction damage will be higher. So let's say in here in this chart you perform swirl and you do swirl with the pyro. The one that you swirl with the pyro damage will be go up. Yeah, so take note that for Kazuha, we're dealing a lot of swirl damage, right? So you have to take note that if Swirl perform with the element, it has two different output damage, which is the Anemo fix and the one that it contact with the element. So in this example, I contact with the Hydro, so it produce Anemo and Hydro. So for the Kazuha, higher crit rate or damage will increase Kazuha normal attack, the Anemo damage that whenever he uses the elemental skill burst, and including the swirl that I showed before, there's an Anemo output from the swirl. So Anemo damage is also kind of similar with critical damage, but it's only increased the any related that have Anemo damage. So it's only like elemental skill and elemental burst, but it didn't increase the normal attack. So in here there's a real demonstration where I trigger the swirl using cryo here. So there's a damage output, right? There's an Anemo, there's a cryo one. So take note, if you want to increase the Anemo one, you have to increase the crit rate, right? Crit rate and crit damage, and even you want more plus Anemo damage bonus because it didn't get any advantage from elemental mastery. However, if you plan to increase the cryo one, uh, you should increase the elemental mastery. However, it will not get affect any crit. So if you want to increase cryo, don't increase from crit though. So in short, Anemo damage will increase by crit, cryo damage will increase by elemental mastery. So here's the reason why you should go for the full elemental mastery, because that's actually the best in general. So why? Because let's say in here you have elemental mastery, equip it on all the main stat, and you have a very good subset. Let's say you have elemental mastery plus also, and get crit rate, crit damage, energy recharge good, or attack percentage, something like that. That's perfect. It's not only like become a very good supporter, it also can become like a very good damage dealer in the same time, like main DPS. So it become both in the same time, which is crazy, right? So, however, like we know that finding a very good subset is hard. That's why the tendency going for full elemental mastery is more to the support. I will explain you why later. But talking about the artifact sets, if you're going for full elemental mastery, I really recommend for the Swirl Damage. I mean, for the 4 Veredescent sets, because the Swirl will have 60 more percent, which is will boost a lot, and then the elemental mastery also will be matched very good with the swirl, right? And decrease the elemental resistance that infuse though. Let's say you contact with the cryo, then the cryo one will have decrease in elemental resistance for 40% though, for 10 seconds from the cryo. So, and here why these sets, if you go full support elemental mastery, because in here, first in here, summon swordmanship is where Chihayaburu contact with the element, it gives you 200% elemental damage bonus from the plunging attack though. So imagine 200% attack absorb element from these 4 element plus the elemental mastery bonus though from that you get. So it gives you massive boost from Kazuha itself. So that's from the from DPS side. So for the support side, or for the team buff one that I really like, actually, whenever you perform a swirl and you contact with the element, actually will give you around 0.0% elemental damage bonus that he absorbed per one elemental mastery. So let's say you have 500 elemental mastery, it will give you 20% elemental damage bonus. If you have 1000 elemental mastery, then you have around 40,000 for 8 seconds. So let's say we talk about scenario here. You equip 4 Veredescent sets and then you swirl and contact with cryo. You already have decreasing elemental resistance for cryo about 60%, and also plus and you have around like elemental mastery 1000 plus 40% elemental damage bonus though. So yeah, that's crazy, right? Elemental resistance from cryo decrease 60% from, and then also elemental damage bonus plus 40% for cryo. So that's why in my case, there's my Ganyu. The charge shot of mine is only 10,000 become 50,000 because of this crazy of Kazuha. So here, why you should equip the critical damage though, because you know, right? Our substat is sucks. So, in order for your Kazuha can perform more damage to himself, you should equip critical damage. Hereby, his normal attack will go up. be- Uh, will go up, and all the Anemo damage that he performs. So he don't really rely from the elemental reaction itself. So more to the Anemo damage like XIAO. So including you equip here from elemental mastery to Anemo damage though. So it give more personal attack for Kazuha compared to support to others, because yeah, our subset is sucks because of RNG though. So yeah, in short, going full elemental mastery is the best of all the best if you have very good substats. However, if you have a bad substats, that's very good for the full support. But however, if you want to consider for main DPS, which means like you want to give more personal attack from Kazuha, like XIAO, like that, and then equip critical damage because our substat is sucks though, and Anemo damage though, so his personal attack will go up. Then later in showcase, I will show you it will have some difference though. And then if you maybe want some another alternative from me that I really like, actually, I put elemental mastery in here and then Anemo damage in here. So it's kind of like between. I give more damage, personal damage to Kazuha, but also I still give a quite good amount of support for my another team that need elemental damage though, from Kazuha though. So another quick addition, if you want your Kazuha hit hard, also increase the level, because that means his swirl will become more stronger, and increase this normal attack though, because Chihayaburu really relying on plunging. If you see plunging attack, based on the plunging attack damage, will plunging attack damage only come from here. So that's another tip. So if you want to vary main DPS Kazuha, increase these two. So yeah, this is another additional info. I told you one before, right? The best of the in general is for Veredescent sets. However, if you're going for support, there's a couple option that I can help you. As a reference, according to your source, you can go for 2 Veredescents and 2 Wanderers troops, so you can get 15 Anemo damage bonus plus 80% elemental mastery. Not bad, right? Or you can go 2 Noblesse and 2 Veredescents to get 20% elemental burst and Anemo damage bonus. Or for some niche case, It also can use like 4 piece like lava walker if you kind of maining a pyrocyte, something like that. It also can, and including thunder shoot. So it's actually 4 piece of each. And now move to the more to the niche to the DPS. DPS also have a lot, I have to say. For Kazuha, you can just simply like to Veredescent to Gladiator to get attack and Anemo damage bonus, or even you can just put like Pale Flame 2 piece and 2 piece Veredescent, or 2 piece like Gladiator, 2 piece Veil of Flame, or even a 2 piece Bloodstain, 2 piece Pale of Flame, 2 piece. That's a lot though. Whatever from combination from Pale of Flame, Gladiator, Veredescent set, and Bloodstains, and in even the 4-star that kind of forgot the name. What is that? This one I forgot. What is this? I don't know. After this, I will give you showcase about like the comparison between full elemental mastery. When I equip also critical damage and anemo bonus, and I do half and half, so you can see like the difference from what I explained. So as a proof. This is the end of the result. I'll just show you in the picture. So the one that are in full elemental mastery, you can see like have the lowest damage, and in anime it's only 6,000, but the swirl that it contact with the cryo, it has 4,000. However, the one that half and half anemo damage or full EM elemental mastery, it has like more anemo damage, and the swirl also 2008, so it's kind of in the middle one. However, if I focus on critical damage and anemo damage bonus, so it's the very least elemental mastery, because I only equip one elemental mastery in the main stat. It gives you the highest in the anemo damage, which around 10,000, but the elemental that it contact, it's become lower. So I have to say, if you increase elemental mastery, it will increase the element that it swirl. If you increase like anemo damage bonus and crit damage, it will focus more to the Kazuha anemo damage though. So what I say, this is just like the proof. So here the comparison between the normal attack that I go anemo damage and full elemental mastery, and the one that I put in the critical damage and anemo damage bonus. I didn't put the full elemental mastery one again because both of them same. The normal attack only affect with the crit, so anemo and full elemental mastery same. You can see the left one, it's only 300, and while I equip crit damage, it's become 2,000, 1,000, something like that. It's go higher. So that's why if you're focusing on main DPS Kazuha, critical damage also can be a good option for you if you have very bad substat though. this is the last comparison between the team buff, the O damage. So if the one that you give full elemental mastery will give you the highest team buff, why put elemental damage? It should be elemental mastery, give around 44,000 and actually go for 50,000 what I have on record. The one that you go medium, Anemo damage bonus with elemental mastery, we still give you around 36,000, which is not bad. If you put critical damage with elemental mastery, also will work the same. And what we only focus with critical damage and Anemo damage bonus, which have the least elemental mastery will give you the least also team buff. That's why in here, in short, if you want to focus for your team, just go full elemental mastery, because the team only get effect from the elemental mastery. It didn't get effect from critical damage and Anemo damage bonus, because it only get effect for Kazuha itself. That's why for main DPS, actually, your concern, it doesn't matter if you want to go full elemental damage, do like critical damage bonus with elemental mastery, or Anemo damage with elemental mastery, it doesn't matter, or critical damage, Anemo damage bonus, it doesn't matter. Why it is though? The one that you should care actually, the substats. Whoever have the good substat, it will benefit from for Kazuha effect though, because in here we are just focus on Kazuha damage, right? So we don't have to focus like full elemental mastery. Whatever crit damage and Anemo damage can work to increase the Kazuha damage. That's why going full elemental mastery actually, and you have the very best subset can become both beast for main DPS and become very good support also. That's why in general, that's why I say going full elemental mastery is the best of the best. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, hopefully this video can help you to getting more know about Kazuha. And yeah, I will see you again next time, and consider to hit subscribe button and like, and yeah, we'll see you again. Bye.